So, zombies have always been a thing in games since like 1996 or earlier. I don't fucking know. Anyway, zombies have always been associated with the horror genre with some rare exceptions. And I used to bite right into all of it. Why did I write that? But yeah, when people think about zombos, they tend to think about the scare mares, which really doesn't make sense when you think about it. And probably because you read the title of the video. Then you know we're gonna talk about it. Or at least, I'm gonna talk about it, and you can just sit there. So, let's start this shit with what a zombie isn't. Nobody knows when the first zombie appeared. No, but they've been around for a while, which means there's all kinds of zombies to put in your zombie soup. You got fast zombies, dancing zombies, zombies that are actors, and weird Japanese zombies. Which means that we need to establish a base so that whenever I say zombie, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're not just thinking about that weird schoolgirl zombie thing, and you know, maybe she's into you if you just... Don't be that guy. No one likes that guy. Don't be him. The zombies we're gonna talk about all gotta do a few things, and those things are, hang on. Where are I? Ah, here we go. First off, they gotta be slow moving, so no 28 days later bullshit. They gotta be dead. A little obvious, I guess, but I'm putting it in here, damn it. It's my list. And they gotta be infectious, and they must spread that infection by bite or touch. Speaking of which, do you guys remember that one episode of Hey Arnold where anytime you get touched or scratched by a monkey, you'll turn into one? That scared the crap out of other kids when I was young. And then they had that one episode where there was like this superhero named Monkey Man fought crime with bananas? What the hell was with that show and monkeys?
He's very creepy.
Well said, Mr. Wynn. Those damn dirty apes.
They took my Beetlejuice.
Well, with that right out of the way, we can finally get to the meat of the idea. Right into the bones! First, we gotta ask ourselves, what dangers do zombies possess? And if we look at our super cool handy list here, we can actually see that they're not that intimidating. I know that zombies can, like, you know, technically kill you, but so can vending machines. Seriously, more people are killed each year by vending machines than sharks. So think of that next time you're getting a... Whatever, it's not important. I mean, like, there are some instances when you're trapped with a zombie, and that can be scary. Being trapped with anything can be scary. That's why the new Alien game was doing so well. It plays off the basic human instincts to fight or flight. Also, the fear of being trapped doesn't strictly pertain to zombies, and that's what we're talking about. Title of the video. Another scary thing people might attribute to zombies is all their gore, but personally I've never really been afraid of gore, and it seems like once you've dealt with it a few times you get kind of used to it. I mean, that's not certainly a face that I would want to snuggle up next to, but I mean, neither is that, which means since it's not something that they do and it's not how they look, it has to be what they represent. Strap yourselves in, guys. We're about to get literary. The way we're gonna do this is we're gonna look at their ethos, pathos, and logos. Yeah, but Scrib, like, what do these Greek words mean, man? I don't know. It's Greek to me. Sorry. Ethos is the character's credibility, like how good they would be at selling you a used car or something. Pathos is the emotional aspect of them, and logos is the logical aspect. Of course, these ideas go much deeper than what I'm talking about right here, but YouTube, man. It's a YouTube video. Calm down. Now that you know all that frou-frou nonsense, it's time to ask, how do these apply to our character? Now, I'm sure that the clever ones out there who can listen and think at the same time already see where I'm going with this, but let's give the rest of the class a chance to participate. You know, like that guy in the back who's never awake and he smells like asparagus milk? Hey! What's a zombie's pathos, ethos, and logos? Huh? That's right, absolutely nothing! Good job! So, why is that scary? I mean, I can look at a garbage can and say the same thing. I mean, it's just got a pathos, ethos, and logos, and we all know I'm not afraid of garbage cans. That'd be crazy! The problem is that a garbage can did not used to be a human. It never knew love, felt joy, or had the dreams of becoming a dumpster one day. Humans do! And when you get bitten, literally everything that has made you who you are is taken away. This is why zombies are associated with horror. Once turned into a zombie, you are not who you once were. Really, Really think about that for a second. Everything that someone has done in their life, all the things that were important to them, has been taken from them. Their ideas, their personality, their desires, likes, hatreds, it all fades away into a husk that resembles them. But the person beneath that husk is gone, their flame extinguished. And instead of being laid to rest, they shamble on with the countless others who are also attacking people that they once held dear. And they aren't even aware of it. They stop existing, but without the totality of death. And the worst part is that they can happen for the stupidest reasons. Trip and fall, uh-oh, zombie now. Run out of bullets, uh-oh, oh no. Weren't managing the enemy's ground troop effectively, But that's okay, because now you can do this. Humans make mistakes all the time. It's practically guaranteed that you're gonna mess up sometime today. Way to go.
Thanks.
But zombies have also been used to represent all sorts of things because they're essentially a blank slate for your own projection of whatever you want. George A. Romero is known for having zombies symbolize all sorts of crazy things in his movies. It's like William Shakespeare even said, "Keep it simple, stupid," in his most popular play, Clueless, where a Denmarkian prince has to—
Listen, you lank-haired wank bear, you can't just brush over one of the greatest horror visionaries in cinematic history.
But I didn't mean—
George A. Romero deserves more than a mere kiss on his cheek for the contributions to the genre. Heck, he pretty much invented the concept of the Western zombie.
Yeah, but I was just—
Now hush your feral beak and let me shove some knowledge into your audience like a Sunday goose.
Here comes Daredevil!
Now, quick note, Night of the Living Dead, Romero's 1968 classic, was not the first to show zombies on the silver screen. We have the 1932 film White Zombie to thank for that. But whereas White Zombie dealt with the hoodoo voodoo zombies, Night of the Living Dead was the first film to give zombies a monstrous identity. This identity is not one formed on the classic horror myths like Dracula or the Mummy, but is one born solely of social commentary. It's not prescribed and is therefore able to adapt to whatever communal fears are most prevalent at the time. The spread of disease, the dissolution of family values, the rising threat of America's greatest enemy, the poor. All could be said to be what a zombie stands for. The zombie came to paradoxically inhibit all of our fears and yet are portrayed as something altogether empty, slow, awkward, and in many cases, quite pathetic. They were the perfect vessel for Romero to push the idea of a society at odds with itself, a structure that could be torn apart by so many different things and yet was only held together by the belief that it would sustain. When people would ask Romero whether his zombies represented a particular slice of social erosion, he would simply respond, "Zombies are the consequences of all our past mistakes, not just one aspect." Romero further pushed the idea of the unknown by actively denying zombies a point of origin. The misinformation of how the zombies came to be is lost and further removes them from logic, all the while pushing them closer to an all-encompassing vessel of horror. Well, there we go, matey-o, just a little bit of filling for your mind cake. Now, go away, digest this, and be more careful where you wave your wit in future. Until next time, oh Ginger Lord.
Whatever. That was weird. So yeah, hopefully you got a bit more of a grasp on why zombies belong in horror and why we're actually afraid of them to begin with. I am just one man though, and it's likely I forgot to touch upon something that you're just dying to talk about. So put it in the comments and we'll have a good rousing conversation about it. Now if I could only figure out how to end this video.